before sleep finds you. Step gently into an ancient forest. A place where the trees remember everything. Where the wind carries forgotten whispers. And unseen guardians watch in silence. Tonight, the forest opens its path to you. Breathe slowly, and listen. You are walking now, slowly, beneath trees older than memory. The forest floor is soft beneath your feet. Moss cushions every step. The air is cool and still. You breathe in the scent of earth and leaves and ancient wood. This is a sacred place. You feel it in your bones. The trees rise around you like pillars in a cathedral made by time itself. Their trunks are wide and dark and covered in patterns of bark that tell stories you cannot read but somehow understand. These trees have stood here for thousands of years. They were here before your grandparents. Before their grandparents. Before the first humans ever walked through this forest with quiet feet and reverent hearts. You are a guest here. The forest knows this. The forest has always known the difference between those who come with respect and those who come with greed. You have come with empty hands and a peaceful heart. The forest accepts you. It opens its pathways to you. It allows you to walk deeper into its sacred mystery. The light is soft and green. Sunlight filters down through layers and layers of leaves. By the time it reaches you, it has been transformed into something gentle and dreamlike. Everything glows softly. The moss on the tree trunks glows. The ferns that line the path glow. Even the shadows seem to hold their own kind of light. Your footsteps make almost no sound. The moss absorbs each step. The forest floor is thick with centuries of fallen leaves. They have composted down into rich earth that smells of life and growth and the endless cycling of seasons. Spring and summer and autumn and winter have passed over this place so many times that the numbers lose all meaning. Time moves differently here. You walk slowly forward. There is no hurry in this place. Hurry is something that belongs to the world outside the forest. Here, in the sacred stillness, everything moves at the pace of growing roots and turning seasons. You feel your own breathing slow. Your heartbeat settles into a calm and steady rhythm. You are beginning to move at the forest's pace. The path ahead curves gently to the left. You follow it. The trees lean in close on either side. Their branches interweave overhead, creating a living roof of leaves and shadows. You are walking through a tunnel of green light. The air is cool against your skin. You can feel the presence of the trees. They are aware of you. They watch with a patience that is absolute and kind. In the distance, you hear the soft call of a bird. The sound is pure and clear and somehow sacred. It echoes through the forest and then fades into silence. The silence that follows is not empty. It is full. It is rich with the quiet breathing of 10,000 living things. The trees breathe. The moss breathes. The earth itself breathes. You are part of that breathing now. You notice a stone beside the path. It is covered in moss so thick and green that the stone has almost disappeared beneath it. The moss is soft as velvet. You can see tiny worlds within it. Small insects move slowly through forests of moss that are, to them, as vast as this forest is to you. Everything contains everything else. Every small thing is sacred. The path slopes gently downward. You descend slowly, placing each foot with care. The forest grows darker here. The trees are closer together. Their trunks are massive and ancient. You could not wrap your arms around even the smallest of them. They rise up and up until they disappear into the canopy far above. These trees were already old when your ancestors were young. They will be here long after you are gone. This thought brings comfort. The forest endures. The forest remembers. You see something moving in the shadows between the trees. At first, you cannot tell what it is. Then it takes shape. It is a deer, standing perfectly still, watching you with dark and gentle eyes. The deer is not afraid. It regards you with calm interest. You are both guests in this sacred place. You stand very still. The deer stands very still. Time seems to pause. The whole forest holds its breath. Then, slowly, the deer turns and walks away. It moves between the trees with impossible grace. Its body seems to fade into the shadows and the dappled light. Within moments, it has vanished completely. You wonder if it was ever really there, or if it was one of the forest's spirit guardians, taking the shape of a deer to watch over you. There is no way to know. In this place, the line between the physical and the spiritual is as thin as morning mist. You continue walking. The path is narrower now. Ferns brush against your legs as you pass. Their fronds are cool and slightly damp. Everything here is touched by moisture. The air itself seems to hold water in suspension. Mist drifts through the trees. It moves slowly, like breath, like dreams. The mist softens every edge. It makes the forest seem infinite. You cannot see more than 30 feet in any direction. Beyond that, everything dissolves into soft gray light. You feel as though you are walking through layers of time. Each step takes you deeper into the past. The forest around you grows older and older. These trees have roots that reach down into earth that has never been touched by human hands. Their roots intertwine beneath the ground, connecting tree to tree in a vast underground network. The trees speak to each other through these roots. They share water and nutrients and information. They care for their young and their old. They are a community, ancient and wise. A light wind moves through the forest. It stirs the leaves overhead with a sound like distant water. The wind carries scents of pine and cedar and something else, something you cannot name. It smells like time itself. Like memory. Like the breath of the earth. You close your eyes for a moment and simply stand, letting the wind touch your face. The wind is gentle. It is a blessing. It is the forest's way of acknowledging your presence. When you open your eyes, you see a circle of standing stones ahead. They rise from the forest floor like ancient teeth. The stones are covered in moss and lichen. Some lean at odd angles. Others stand straight and true. You approach them slowly. There is a feeling of deep sanctity here. This is a place where humans once came to honor the forest. They left offerings of gratitude. They spoke prayers of thanksgiving. They understood that the forest was not something to be used, but something to be revered. You step into the circle. The air feels different here. Heavier. More present. You can feel the weight of centuries pressing down gently on your shoulders. This place has witnessed countless sunrises and sunsets. It has seen storms and snowfall and the slow turning of stars overhead. It has stood here through peace and through turmoil, always remaining calm, always remaining sacred. You sit down on one of the fallen stones. The surface is cold and slightly damp beneath you. You rest your hands on your knees and simply breathe. The forest breathes with you. You feel held by this place. Protected. Accepted. You are exactly where you need to be. The light is growing softer now. Evening is approaching. The green light that filters through the leaves takes on a golden tone. Long shadows stretch across the forest floor. The temperature drops slightly. The air becomes even more still. This is the hour when the forest begins to shift from day into night. This is a threshold time. A sacred time. You see small lights beginning to appear between the trees. At first, you think they might be fireflies. But they move too slowly and glow too steadily. These are spirit lights. Wisps of luminescence that drift through the ancient forest like tiny stars that have fallen to earth. They pulse gently, breathing light into the growing darkness. The forest people of old said these lights were the souls of trees, made visible at twilight. They said the lights marked pathways that were safe to walk. They said to follow the lights was to place yourself under the protection of the forest guardians. You stand slowly and step out of the stone circle. You walk toward the nearest light. It hovers in the air about 10 feet ahead of you. As you approach, it drifts a little farther away, then pauses, waiting. You understand. It wants you to follow. You do. The light leads you deeper into the forest. The path you are on now is barely visible. It is more of a suggestion than a path. A slight parting in the ferns. A place where the moss is compressed just enough to show that others have walked here before. The light drifts ahead of you, patient and steady. You follow it with complete trust. Around you, the forest is transforming. Twilight brings out different aspects of this sacred place. The trees seem taller and more mysterious. The shadows deepen into pools of perfect darkness. The sounds change. The daytime birds fall silent. In their place come the quiet calls of owls and the rustle of small creatures beginning their nightly routines. Everything is gentle. Everything is part of the sacred rhythm. The light leads you to a stream. You hear it before you see it. The sound of water moving over stone is one of the most peaceful sounds in all the world. It speaks of continuity and patience and the endless cycling of water from earth to sky to earth again. The stream has carved its bed through this forest over thousands of years. It knows the way. It has always known the way. You kneel beside the stream. The water is perfectly clear. You can see smooth stones on the bottom, each one rounded by centuries of flowing water. The stream is shallow here, no more than a few inches deep. You cup your hands and drink. The water is cold and clean and tastes of stone and earth and snow from distant mountains. It is the best water you have ever tasted. It carries no taint of human making. This water has flowed through the sacred forest since before memory began. The spirit light hovers nearby, reflected in the water. You watch its reflection ripple and dance. Then you stand and continue following. The light leads you across the stream. The stones are slippery with moss, but your feet find their way. You step from stone to stone until you reach the far bank. The light drifts onward, and you follow. The forest is darker now. True night is approaching. But you are not afraid. Fear has no place here. The forest has accepted you. The forest protects its guests. You are surrounded by ancient presence. Every tree is a guardian. Every shadow holds watching eyes that mean you no harm. You are safer here than you have ever been. You notice other lights now. They appear between the trees like stars emerging in a darkening sky. Some are close. Some are distant. They form patterns that shift and change. The lights move in relation to each other like a slow, sacred dance. This is one of the forest's deepest mysteries. The lights appear only to those who walk with respect and peace in their hearts. They are a gift. They are a blessing. They are the forest's way of showing you that you belong. The light you have been following begins to slow. It hovers at the entrance to a small clearing. You step forward and enter the clearing, and what you see takes your breath away. The clearing is circular and carpeted with moss that glows with a soft silver light. In the center stands a tree unlike any you have seen before. It is massive and ancient beyond measure. Its trunk is so wide that 20 people joining hands could not circle it. Its bark is silver gray and covered in symbols that were carved there countless generations ago. The symbols are old beyond knowing. They speak of the forest's power and mystery. They speak of respect and reverence and the bond between humans and the living earth. The tree's branches spread outward and upward, creating a canopy that seems to hold up the sky itself. Moonlight filters down through the leaves, bathing everything in silver radiance. The light is cool and gentle and infinitely peaceful. You stand at the edge of the clearing and simply stare. This tree is the heart of the forest. This tree is holy. You walk slowly forward. Each step feels significant. Sacred. You are approaching something beyond words. The closer you come to the tree, the more you feel its presence. It is aware. It is conscious. It has been here for so long that it remembers when the first humans came to the forest with trembling hearts and open hands. It remembers when they spoke their first prayers of thanksgiving. It remembers everything. You place your hand on the tree's trunk. The bark is rough beneath your palm. It is warm, as if the tree generates its own heat. You can feel something moving beneath the bark. Not sap, though that too. Something else. Life. Spirit. The tree's vast consciousness, slow and deep and utterly calm. You close your eyes and simply feel. The tree acknowledges your presence. You are not separate from it. You are part of the same living web. The tree's roots reach down into the same earth that will someday receive your body. You are kin. You sink down to sit at the base of the tree. Your back rests against the trunk. Above you, the branches hold the moon. Around you, the clearing holds silence. Perfect, complete silence. Even the stream seems to have quieted. The whole forest is holding its breath. This is a moment of absolute peace. You notice figures at the edge of the clearing. They stand among the shadows, watching. At first, you cannot make out their forms. Then your eyes adjust, and you see them more clearly. They are tall and slender and seem to be made of shadow and moonlight in equal measure. These are the forest guardians. The ancient ones who have protected this sacred place since the beginning. They have no human form, though sometimes they borrow human shape to put travelers at ease. They are older than language. Older than names. The guardians do not move. They simply stand, bearing witness. Their presence is not threatening. It is protective. Comforting. You understand that they have been with you since you first entered the forest. They watched over you as you walked. They guided the spirit light that led you here. They have deemed you worthy of seeing the heart of the forest, and that is a gift beyond price. You feel your body relaxing completely. The tree at your back supports you. The moss beneath you cushions you. The moonlight blesses you. The guardians watch over you. You are held by the forest in every possible way. Your breathing slows even further. Each breath in. Each breath out. Slow and steady as the turning of seasons. Slow and steady as the growth of roots beneath the earth. Your mind begins to drift. Thoughts come and go like clouds moving across the moon. You do not hold on to them. You let them pass. The forest teaches you this. The forest does not cling. It accepts what comes and releases what goes. Rain falls and soaks into the earth. The sun rises and warms the leaves. Wind blows and the trees bend. Everything is part of the flow. You are part of the flow. You feel yourself sinking deeper into rest. Your body grows heavy. Your limbs relax. The boundary between you and the tree begins to blur. Perhaps you are the tree. Perhaps the tree is you. Perhaps there is no difference. All things are connected in the sacred web. The roots beneath the earth connect to your feet. The branches above reach out like your arms. The leaves breathe as your lungs breathe. There is only one breath. One life. One vast and ancient consciousness that holds all things. The moon moves slowly across the sky. Hours pass, though you do not mark them. Time has lost its meaning. There is only this eternal now. This moment of perfect peace. The forest does not measure time in minutes or hours. It measures time in seasons and centuries and the slow rising and falling of mountains. You are learning the forest's way of being. You are learning to simply exist, without purpose, without striving, without fear. The spirit lights continue their slow dance in the clearing. They weave patterns of light and shadow. If you watch them long enough, you begin to see images in their movement. You see forests that existed long before this one. You see the first trees that ever grew upon the earth. You see animals that have passed into extinction, wandering through ancient glades. You see humans, barely recognizable, moving through the forest with stone tools and reverent hearts. You see everything that has ever been in this sacred place. The lights carry memory. The lights are memory made visible. One of the guardians steps forward. It moves slowly, gracefully, until it stands before you. You look up and meet its eyes. They are not human eyes. They are deep and dark and full of starlight. Looking into them is like looking into the night sky itself. Infinite. Mysterious. Beautiful beyond words. The guardian does not speak, but you hear its voice nonetheless. It speaks directly into your mind, or perhaps into your heart. The voice is neither male nor female. It is old beyond old. It says, "You are welcome here. You have walked with respect. You have honored the sacred. The forest accepts you as its child. You may return whenever you need peace. The path will always be open to you. We will always watch over you." You try to speak, to say thank you, but no words come. The guardian seems to understand. It inclines its head slightly, an acknowledgement, a blessing. Then it steps back and fades into the shadows once more. You are left alone in the clearing, though alone is not the right word. You are surrounded by presence. Held by love that is ancient and patient and unconditional. Your eyes grow heavy. The moonlight seems to wrap around you like a blanket. The tree at your back pulses with slow warmth. The moss beneath you is softer than any bed. You feel yourself drifting towards sleep, and you do not resist. Sleep in this place is a blessing. Sleep here is a form of prayer. You let your eyes close. You let yourself sink down into rest so deep that it feels like returning home. As you drift, you become aware of sounds. The forest is never truly silent. There is always the whisper of wind through leaves. Always the distant call of an owl. Always the quiet rustling of small creatures in the undergrowth. These sounds do not disturb you. They soothe you. They are the forest's lullaby. They have been singing this same song for thousands of years, and they will continue singing long after you are gone. You hear something else now, beneath the other sounds. A humming. A vibration so low and deep that you feel it more than hear it. It comes from the tree at your back. It comes from the earth beneath you. It comes from the very stones and roots and ancient bones of the forest. This is the sound of the earth itself, singing. This is the voice of the sacred, made audible. It resonates in your chest. It harmonizes with your heartbeat. You and the earth are singing together now. Images drift through your mind. You see the forest as it was 1,000 years ago. The trees were smaller then, younger, but still sacred. You see humans coming to the stone circle to leave offerings. They bring grain and honey and carved wooden figures. They speak prayers in languages that have been forgotten. They ask the forest for protection. They give thanks for the deer they have hunted, for the berries they have gathered, for the clean water that flows from the streams. They understand that everything is a gift. They understand that they are guests. The image shifts. You see the forest as it was 10,000 years ago. There are no humans here yet. Only animals and trees and the slow work of growth and decay. Wolves howl in the distance. Bears move through the undergrowth. Birds nest in the high branches. Everything is in balance. Everything is as it should be. The forest exists for itself, not for any human purpose. It is complete. It is whole. It is sacred simply by being. The image shifts again. You see the forest as it will be 1,000 years from now. The great tree still stands. The stone circle still marks the sacred place. The guardians still watch. Perhaps humans still come here, walking softly, speaking prayers of gratitude. Perhaps humans have learned to remember what the old ones knew. Perhaps they have learned to be guests again, instead of owners. Perhaps the forest has survived. You hope this with your whole heart. The images fade. You sink deeper into rest. Your breathing is so slow now that each breath seems to last forever. Breath in. The forest breathes in with you. Breath out. The forest breathes out with you. There is no separation. There is only the sacred breath moving through all living things. You feel yourself dissolving. The boundaries of your body seem to fade. You are the moss and the tree and the moonlight. You are the stream and the stone and the shadow. You are the deer moving through the dark forest. You are the owl calling from a high branch. You are the roots reaching down into the earth. You are the leaves reaching up toward the sky. You are everything and nothing. You are held within the great sacred web of life. The moon continues its slow arc across the sky. Stars appear in the spaces between the branches. They shine down on the clearing with cold, ancient light. Those same stars shone down on this same forest when the first trees took root. They will shine down long after the last tree has fallen. They are witnesses to the great turning of time. They see all things and judge nothing. They simply shine. The night deepens. The spirit lights begin to fade, one by one. They drift down toward the earth and wink out like candles being extinguished. But the darkness they leave behind is not frightening. It is soft and gentle and full of peace. This is the darkness of the womb. The darkness of deep earth where seeds wait to grow. The darkness of sacred rest. You are so close to sleep now that you can barely tell the difference between waking and dreaming. Perhaps there is no difference. Perhaps all of this has been a dream. Perhaps the forest itself is a dream that the earth is dreaming. Perhaps you are a dream that the forest is dreaming. It does not matter. Dream or waking, it is real. It is true. It is sacred. The guardians gather closer. They form a circle around you, though you cannot see them with your closed eyes. You sense their presence. They stand watch over you as you sleep. They have been standing watch over this forest for longer than words can tell. They will continue to stand watch long after you have returned to your world. They never tire. They never sleep. They simply exist, patient and eternal, holding the sacred space. Your last waking thought is one of gratitude. Thank you, you think, though you do not know who you are thanking. The forest. The tree. The guardians. The earth itself. Thank you for this peace. Thank you for this safety. Thank you for accepting me. Thank you for showing me the sacred. The forest hears your gratitude. The forest acknowledges it. The forest holds it like a precious gift. And then you are asleep. Your body rests against the tree. Your breath is slow and quiet. The moonlight bathes you in silver. The moss cushions you. The night holds you. You are safe. You are protected. You are exactly where you belong. The forest continues its ancient rhythms around you. Somewhere in the distance, a stream flows over stone. An owl calls and another answers. Wind moves through the high branches with a sound like the ocean. These sounds do not wake you. They weave into your dreams. They become part of your rest. You dream of roots growing deep into dark earth. You dream of branches reaching up toward infinite sky. You dream of seasons turning, one into another, in an endless cycle. Spring and summer and autumn and winter. Birth and growth and decay and death and birth again. Everything turning, always turning, held within the great wheel of life. In your dream, you walk through the forest. You are not alone. Animals walk beside you. A deer walks on your left. A wolf walks on your right. A bear walks behind you, protective and strong. Birds fly overhead, calling out in voices that sound almost like language. You understand that you are part of a procession. A sacred journey through the holy forest. You do not know where you are going, but you trust the path. The path leads you deeper and deeper. The trees grow larger and older. Their roots rise above the ground like the walls of a maze. You climb over them, carefully, respectfully. The animals help you. The deer shows you where to place your feet. The wolf steadies you with its shoulder. The bear gives you courage when the way seems uncertain. You are grateful for their presence. You come to a place where the trees are so old and so large that they seem to hold up the sky. Their trunks disappear upward into clouds. Their roots disappear downward into depths you cannot fathom. You stand among these ancient giants and feel humbled beyond words. You are so small. So brief. Your entire life is but a single breath in the life of these trees. And yet you matter. You are seen. You are known. You are part of the sacred web. One of the trees speaks to you. Its voice is like the creaking of old wood, like wind through leaves, like the slow cracking of ice on a winter river. It says, "Remember. Remember what you have seen here. Remember the sacred. Remember that you are a guest. Remember to walk softly. Remember to give thanks. Remember to revere. Remember. 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 You promise that you will remember. You promise with your whole heart. The tree seems satisfied. It falls silent. But you can still feel its presence, vast and patient and kind. The dream shifts. You are standing at the edge of a pond. The water is perfectly still, like black glass. The moon reflects in the water, creating two moons. One in the sky and one in the pond. You wonder which is real. Perhaps both are real. Perhaps neither is real. Perhaps reality itself is a dream that the sacred is dreaming. You see your own reflection in the water. But it is not quite you. It is you as you could be. You as you are in your deepest, truest self. The self that is connected to everything. The self that remembers the sacred. The self that walks through the world with reverence and care. You look into the eyes of this reflected self and see wisdom there. See peace. See love. This is who you are meant to be. The reflection smiles at you. Then it begins to change. It becomes the deer. Then the wolf. Then the bear. Then the owl. Then the tree. Then the moss. Then the stone. Then the water. Then the light. You are all of these things. All of these things are you. There is only one life expressing itself in infinite forms. There is only one sacred consciousness looking out through every pair of eyes. The dream fades. You sink down into sleep that is deeper than dreams. Sleep that is like the depths of the ocean. Sleep that is like the depths of space. Sleep that is like the darkness before creation. You rest in this deep sleep, held by the forest, held by the earth, held by the sacred. Hours pass. The moon sets and the sky begins to lighten in the east. Dawn is approaching. But you do not wake. You sleep on, peaceful and protected. The guardians still stand watch. The tree still supports you. The moss still cushions you. Nothing disturbs your rest. The first birds begin to sing. Their voices are sweet and pure. They sing to welcome the sun. They sing to give thanks for another day. They sing because singing is their nature, as breathing is yours. Their song weaves into your sleep. It becomes part of your dreams. You dream of flying through the forest canopy, seeing the world from above. You dream of the sun rising, painting the sky in shades of rose and gold. The light grows stronger. Slowly, gently, dawn fills the forest. The shadows retreat. The trees emerge from darkness into soft morning light. Mist rises from the earth like breath. It drifts through the clearings and between the trunks in slow, graceful movements. Everything is fresh and new. Everything is being born again. But you still sleep. You are not ready to wake. The forest knows this. The forest gives you as much time as you need. There is no hurry here. There never has been. You will wake when you are ready, and not before. In your deep sleep, you are being healed. The forest draws out all your worries and fears and tensions. It pulls them from your body like drawing poison from a wound. The tree at your back absorbs them. It takes them down into the earth where they are transformed into nourishment. Nothing is wasted in the forest. Even pain and sorrow have their place in the great cycle. They become compost for new growth. They become food for new life. You are being renewed. The forest gives you what you need. It gives you peace. It gives you rest. It gives you the deep knowing that you are part of something vast and sacred. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You are held within the great web of life, and that web will never let you fall. The sun rises higher. Its light touches the tops of the tallest trees. It moves slowly down, illuminating branch after branch, until finally it reaches the forest floor. The clearing where you sleep is bathed in golden morning light. It falls across your face like a gentle hand. But still you do not wake. You rest on in perfect peace. The forest is alive with morning sounds now. Birds call back and forth. Squirrels chatter in the branches. The stream gurgles over its stones. Insects hum. The wind stirs the leaves with a soft rushing sound. All of it together creates a symphony. A celebration of another day beginning. A hymn of praise to the sacred earth. And through it all, you sleep. The guardians begin to fade as the light grows stronger. They return to the shadows where they dwell during the day. But they do not abandon you. They are always present, seen or unseen. They are woven into the very fabric of the forest. They are the forest's consciousness, ancient and aware. They will always watch over those who walk with respect. Your breathing continues, slow and even. Your body is completely relaxed. Your mind is at peace. You are resting in the arms of the sacred, and you have never been more safe. The morning ages. The light shifts from gold to clear white. The mist burns away. The forest is fully awake now, humming with life and activity. But you remain in your deep rest. The forest does not hurry you. The forest never hurries anything. And perhaps you will wake soon. Perhaps you will open your eyes and see the beautiful morning. Perhaps you will rise and stretch and begin your journey back to the world beyond the forest. Or perhaps you will sleep on through the day and into another night. Perhaps you will rest here for as long as you need. The forest will hold you. The forest will keep you safe. The forest will never turn you away. This is the gift of the sacred forest. It gives rest to the weary. It gives peace to the troubled. It gives healing to the wounded. It asks nothing in return except respect and reverence. It is a sanctuary, eternal and unchanging, waiting for all who need it. You are held here in perfect peace. The tree at your back. The moss beneath you. The light around you. The ancient presence within you and without you. You are exactly where you need to be. You are exactly who you need to be. You are enough. You are sacred. You are home. The forest breathes. You breathe. There is no difference. There is only the breath. The sacred breath moving through all things, now and forever. And in this breath, this moment, this eternal now, you rest. Deeply. Peacefully. Completely. The forest watches over you. The forest remembers you. The forest holds you in its ancient heart. And all is well. All is well. All is well.